This week, you've had a first look at New Fantasyland and Test Track, but we thought it would be fun to show you some details that might catch your attention when you return. For instance, the book that Belle reads in the film can be found in Maurice's cottage in New Fantasyland, and it is missing the corner that the sheep ate in the film. As you enter the grotto of Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid, there is a hidden tribute to the Nautilus submarine from our original 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea attraction. And the grotto also contains something you did not see this week, but it's going to be the most unusual hidden Mickey in the Magic Kingdom. It is formed by the sun shining through the openings in Ariel's grotto, and it will appear only once a year at high noon on November 18th, Mickey's birthday.
Aww.
The stories and details and attention to detail continue at Test Track. Last night, you may have seen this sign go flashing by. That is, of course, the sage advice delivered by Doc Hudson to Lightning McQueen in the Pixar feature Cars. And even before last night's event at Test Track, several guests went on Twitter to say that they'd found this symbol hidden in the decor. It is the original logo from the World of Motion, the Epcot Pavilion sponsored by General Motors from 1982 to 1996.
Love it.
As you might imagine, we get a great deal of satisfaction as we create these new experiences. But the very best part starts now, as we begin to share what we've created with our guests. As we get a new land or a new attraction ready for a grand opening, the final stages include dress rehearsals, annual pass holder previews, and soft openings. These are our chances to fine-tune, and they're also our first opportunities to share that experience with our guests and get their reactions. And we've done just that for the past several weeks, and we've received hundreds of letters from our guests. I want to share one with you that we received from a guest from Miami, and she sent it along with this picture. My daughter and I were celebrating my birthday in New Fantasyland, and we were under the Big Top gift shop, watching the cast members create beautiful candy apples and cake pops. One cast member, Mark, asked if I liked Heath bars, and I responded with a resounding yes. Mark arranged for some of the cast to sing Happy Birthday and presented me with a Heath bar-covered marshmallow pop. For children, Disney is always magical. For an adult, it is spectacular when magic is made for us. You know, when I read that letter, I was struck by two things. The first was that even though this guest was writing to us about an experience in New Fantasyland, the thing that prompted the letter from her was an interaction with a Disney cast member. And the second thing that I noticed is that the writer was thanking us for a memory. Over the coming year, our guests will go home with mouse ears, t-shirts, and keepsakes of every size and shape. But the most precious souvenirs they take home from here are their memories. And helping to create cherished family memories will always be the most important thing that we do.
Amen.
That was on our minds as we created everything you saw here this week, and it is on our minds as we move forward.